Hello YouTube, Kevin 2 here. It's been a minute. I haven't done any one of these videos in a while. I mean, it's been a rough time. But anyway, subscribe to the damn channel if you're new. It's the only way we're gonna grow. And I mean, so finally decided to create make a deck list, a deck profile. Um, so let's run through the duels real quick. Or else we can do it slow. Let's run to the duel real quick. I mean, we know what tier elements do, but then you gotta slow it down for the newbies. I'm all about to support the newbies here, OGs who haven't played the game for a long time. You're probably looking at this game and be like, "Yo, I want to play some Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's so hard. All these wombo combos." It's not that hard. It might look hard, it's not that hard. I've been away from the game for around 10 months. Came back into the game and here I am today. I've been having fun playing this game. I never stop loving this game. You can too. You just gotta believe in the card that you play with. It's unfortunate that we don't have best 2 out of 3s. But hey, when this event ends, please, everybody need to start a movement. Please write in every single line that you don't care about what they ask you about the event. Just write in every single line. Please give us best 2 out of 3 with 15 card side deck, separate ranked mode. Magic the Gathering Arena has it. Why can't we? You know what I mean? Playing singles don't prove a thing. I don't give a damn which big boy out there might think, oh, you want to play short games. Let me calm down. let's watch the duel. You know what I mean? But playing singles don't prove a thing in Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm telling the truth. It's a whole different ball game when you have best 2 out of 3 with side deck. You think you're a dominant player playing one deck and just breezing through the opponent, because not everybody gonna run the freaking out to go against your deck. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, so this is the deck I've built. You might see some cards here that no one plays, because that's just the style I like to play. You know what I mean? Got to have the Chaos Angel. Busted. Remove thyself from the game. So for newbies, you're gonna explain the gameplay, the thought process, what the cards do. So it's gonna be a plan. I can't really go through all the intricacies of explaining to the newbies right now. I'm sorry, but if the newbies want further explanation, you know what I mean, you can join my live. I stream. I'm supposed to be streaming between Saturdays to Mondays between 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. I would like to explain the stuff, right, in the video, but you just can't. But if you want further explanation, come to my streams. If you want further help on deck building and stuff, come to my streams. You know what I mean? If you don't find me on Twitch, on YouTube, I'll be on Twitch. You want that samurai fall? This is the live video right now. It's gonna be on YouTube. Just know that right now. All that stuff, none edited. You know what I mean? But the majority of the persons who watch YouTube and stuff, they kind of know what this does and what that does. You know, if I go ahead to explain everything that's going on the screen, it's gonna be like a 1 hour long video. I'm telling you. Yu-Gi involves a lot of reading, and we are required to read and understand every card from top to bottom. Don't read the first line and then stop. You know what I mean? You're gonna be surprised what additional effects those monsters have. You know. I would love to go through everything into detail, but this is just some replays of what my deck was just doing, just showcasing what this deck does. You know, it's like a straightforward one of those YGO Pro moments when I'm on just say, yo, yeah, just showing the replay and then show the deck list after. That's exactly what I'm doing right here, right now. I never expected this guy to use Effect Veiler, like never expected that at all. This was a very close duel, I must say. Was it easy? So it's his turn. He didn't really do much. If he had done anything else, I probably would have died. Okay, he just needed 500 more damage. I would have died if he had anything else. So if I try bait, I was trying to bait out his stuff. Man got the imperm. Got to have the imperms ready. And here I was a little bit contemplating what to do. What to do or what to combo with. But I did it right. Syrian Dragon comes down. I never expected him to actually try to banish, but he ended up trying to banish, which didn't work out for him. I guess he didn't know what Syrian Dragon does. You know, but the burn was hurting. And here comes the Mirror Jade. And I kept the Mirror Jade live, banishment live. So I know it's alright, I'm well protected next turn. And yeah, with 500 life points, seal the game. Alright. Final duel here. The last duel was just utter trash. I won't show that. You know, not worth showing. Oh gosh. This man was playing some Kashtira. How did this end up? Oh, that was an unexpected play here. For those Kashtira players, don't just end on Baron de Fleur, please. Give us a challenge, man. I mean, there are too many outs in this game, like, you know, kaijus and stuff. I'm a number one kaiju supporter. You know, bait out the guy. Got the negates. This was a interesting one as well. To buckle my shoe. Big boy, touch the field. So the graph negated well, pause. So Grapha says you can have that an multi-activate effect while you have a card in your hand. You can activate this effect. That activated effect becomes the activated effect that we try to activate now becomes your opponent discards one card. Now, for that wording, don't know why it's like this, but Grapha somehow, I don't know if this is right, but just take a look at this. Alright, Mirror Jade here was still able to banish. The activation to banish was still live on his turn. Like, look at that. See, on his turn, that little tick is no more. That means that Mirror Jade effect was now able to banish its stuff. But what a top deck though. This guy had a legendary top deck. Primeval Planet, bro. I had to make a vital decision here. You see what I did? I sent the Spring discard here, the Iron Dazzle Dragon. Main purpose is so I can be able to summon out Albas. So, you know, I can trigger Albas effect at the end phase. And that's what I thought about. So I said I need to remove that card. You know, because then, if I don't, then I'm gonna be in big trouble. So he will do all the removals here, activating some effects. Now he was running out of options because his own fusion space was limited. You know, it's either Garuda or Garura or and this. So made a big misplay right there. Now he also made another misplay. You probably may have not seen it. He had negate. He's already used the effect to try and negate Mirror Jade, which activates in the graveyard. So he negating it on field, not affecting the graveyard effect. So that was a waste. If he had understood what was going on here, he would have saved the negation for the Albas and probably could have won the game. Probably. So these vital errors, try to avoid them. Yeah, and that was game right there. Made some mistakes and cost him the game. Yes, I won like what, 5 in a row. I'm gonna be honest with you, just 5 in a row. I ain't gonna be like one of those guys. You might see called the ultimate deck. I was just here messing around, to be honest. But yeah, I can finally say I've made a deck list here that I can showcase. I do love Tour Guide, and that's why Tour Guide is here. You know, still trying to figure out if it makes sense with the whole Tour Guide here, Tour Guide package, I guess. Still trying to figure things out, but for the best part, I can say I'm quite satisfied with the performance of this deck. Some may argue, why the hell are you playing this card here? No one plays Bystial Albalos. Alright, so for the newbies that are probably watching, if you already have this deck or already have these cards, go ahead and try it out. But if you don't craft. Alright, I'm not gonna ever tell anyone this is the best deck to use. I'm not gonna tell anyone to craft any points. I've done these videos so long. You got to play what you love. If you love an archetype, my best advice to y'all, if you like a certain archetype and the way a deck plays, my advice to you, even though you might not like it, try to use some other apps or platforms. One of my favorite platforms would be YGO Pro or YGO Pro. It's YGO Pro, YGOPro.co. With that app, or what do I call that now? Second-hand Yu-Gi-Oh! You can be able to test the cards you want for free. I know you probably might not like it, but just be brave enough and try it. It's a free app that allows you to test cards just the way you want it. See for yourself if it's actually worth it. I don't want anybody to sacrifice their gems, because gems are hard to come by. You know what I mean? See, look at my gems right now. And really and truly, just gotta play what you love. If you like an archetype, do your research first. Check a couple people deck lists. Then you can make your own decision as to what you would like to add to test and all these stuff. Now you're probably wondering, first things first, why the hell is the battle fader here? Well, because based on experience, although it's just a one copy, yeah, I realized that persons love the OTK. Like, they're just not gonna let you live. Like, okay, they're winning because they're OTKing. Alright, so my thing is tour guide into the Sangan. Sangan go, you link that shit off into the dark. Sangan triggers, you're gonna search for the maxi, and hopefully they don't remove this bit. So if you're going against like Castira, you might have to think differently. But if they're not playing Castira, yeah. So you have the dark on the field, then kill the dark. The dark search for the freaking battle fader and allows you to live for one more turn. That's just my thought process of why I like the tour guide engine. So yeah, people gonna judge, gonna say, oh, why you play this, why you play that. At the end of the day, you can make changes to your deck just the way you want it. Nobody gonna tell you, say you need to play this, you need to play that. Why the hell you playing 3 freaking branded regain? You're bad at the game. You need to play 40 cards. If you ain't playing 40, you ain't good. We don't give a fuck about what people think and their suggestions. Normally I would say 2 branded regain will be okay for me, but I'm running at a 3. It is what it is. Alright. So yeah, battle fader, you got the Despia tragedy. You got 3 maxis here. You got to have your maxis. You got the Sangan, the 3 tour guides here. I'm using 1 Ash. I'm not really an Ash lover. I know I'm not one to follow the masses. Ash to me is just so freaking overrated. Yes, it's a damn good card. Yes, it's top plays, but I think really and truly, I think 2 Ash is fine. Having 2 Ash in a deck is fine. All 3, you just don't like Yu-Gi-Oh. Allow the person to play some game now. Anyway, so this 1 Ash because yeah, I decided to dismantle. Not getting into that. We got 2 Fallen Albas. We got the 1 Stay Sailor Ramarin. You might be wondering why this is in here. I'm still testing to see if it's worth it. It's still testing. So the Ramarin is basically for when you go branded fusion. So branded fusion is going to be at 1 very soon. So this is also maybe a reason why I'm testing. So branded fusion into the Albion branded, you send the Ramarin. They call it now. Activate Albion as Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, Ramarin. Ramarin will send this card here, which is the plant, to the graveyard. It's a light fusion. And resolution, your Ramarin resolves sending this, and this will end the resolution chain, banishing your Twinkle Moss and the Albion from grave, leaving this on the field. So it allows you to make some interesting plays if you have already set up Rebellion. It's pretty simple, and it could save you from discarding cards that you don't want. It's just there, just to test to see if it's really worth it though. Alright, we got 2 Alubas because it's busted. 1 Ecclesia because I like the recovery. It's a tuner, it's a light, and it allows you to go into, as we see in this previous video, Chaos Angel. Alright, Blazing Cartesia because it's there. We got the Bystials here, Bystial package. Yep, type in Bystial, you see them, 1 off each. We got 2 Gamma Seals. I kind of wish I have 3, but I'm sticking at 45. That's just me. Is like you look at this and you wonder to yourself, I don't even run. All right, you could question take out one of this, and at least add a feather duster for kind of take out some back rows. You know that back rows can be annoying, but not every deck out there run back rows. You know what I mean? You go up against like Sprite. What are you gonna do? Well, Sprite gonna get nerfed a little bit, but still. You know what I mean? So yeah, you could judge. So, all right, staying at 2 regain and just have a feather duster for the back row. Like I say, you build the deck the way you want to build it. I'm not telling anybody you need to build a deck exactly the way it is, but if you already have these cards and you want to give it a test, go ahead. Tree Albion the Show the Dragon. This is just there as just dumpage and just drawing an extra card. It's no other reason why. I just remember when the whole branded thing came out, and I was testing this on YGO Pro last year. I was running 3 copies. I was just going crazy with it. I somewhat liked it, didn't like it, but yeah, it's a foolish barrel. Like I said, mess with it the way you want. Probably can run into 2, your choice. That's your thing. Alright, run 3 Bystial Rebellion just because I can. Put in the 1 Nibiru because yeah, it's Nibiru. Albalos, as I said, I'm testing this. I literally just crafted this just to see. You know what I mean? As I said, Feather Duster, 1 Metal Full Fusion. You should know why this is here. It's just for the draw power, just for the discard, still draw. So you don't really feel like you're negging all the time. Oh, talk about that. So this card here, because space is so limited, I might squeeze him back in. So yeah, this card here, I used to usually just have him and just draw the freaking Metal Full Fusion so I can discard it that following turn, so I can draw that extra card. Just there. Something light. You know what I mean? It all depends. Alright, and we got a 2. It's gonna be 1 soon. Might as well change to 1. It might be a 44 card deck, right? 2 regain. You see here the 2 branded opening. Got the branded red. The screams. No one plays screams, but I like it. You could argue and say, oh, where's that card? Can't even find it right now. But that card that summons up the Despia. Type in Despia. You might argue and say, could you just use branded banishment instead? Summon back here from graveyard. Summon back here. Mirror Jade from grave. You could argue that, yeah. I mean, everything works for a different purpose. I have my reasons. Hence the reason why I run 3 of this, because if I have 1 in the graveyard, I can send it back to the deck to send that card and set itself back on the field. 1 Retribution. Sometime I argue I might run 2, but I think 1 Retribution is always fine, I guess. 1 Branded Beast and one Branded Befallen, because I'm saying let me just try everything from Bystial's package here. And this card actually came out on top against they call that Telements. If you saw that Telements Duel, where he banished the card in response to my stuff, this triggered was it? No, because it was trying to activate from grave, one of the sort, and then this triggered banishing it and negating the effect. So it came through, in that circumstance. Alright, so as you can see here, the extra deck here, Twinkle Moss, Spring the Iron Dash Dragon, Albion Branded Dragon, that's 2 Mirror Jade. You got to play 2, cause yeah, if you play 1, you're rough for you versus Castira. You know what I mean? Rebellion Syrian Dragon. This is the Grand Guinol, if I'm pronouncing that right. The Dust Dragon. 1 Guardian Chimera, Despian Proskenion. if I'm pronouncing that right, butchering these cards. The Chaos Angel herself. One IP, one Dark, because I think this is like my favorite Link monster. If you were to ask me, definitely, I like it a lot. One Nightmare Unicorn and one Underworld Goddess. That rounds up the deck list right here. You might see it called the Ultimate Deck. I'm happy with this deck. Win or lose, I think this deck suits me. Now, next deck list I'm trying to work on is a chaos deck that runs Necroface, that manipulates Necroface. So those Castira players thinking that they can banish stuff and get away with it, we're gonna just summon Necroface and be like, what you gonna do? But anyway, subscribe to the damn channel if you're new. Like, share, all them good shits. And I'll see y'all next time. This is the long one, probably a 30-minute video. Kevin Tuhort signing out. Ciao.